Well, hello to all of my Facebook saints, my YouTube saints, and my Sunday school dropouts. Happy Valentine's Day. I am so happy that you took the time to join me. My name's Brandon, and if this is your first time joining the family, welcome. Make sure to tell us that you're new and where you're from so that we can show you some love. Now, normally we get together on Sundays, but since yesterday was Super Bowl, I figured it'd be nice if we just spent a few minutes together with some love and laugh for Valentine's Day. So I've been working on it. I put on a dress. I even put on a girdle just for you. Now that's love. And I put on a little bit more than chapstick. We have our flowers. I got my glass for wine, but something's missing. I know what. I think before we get started, we need to have a little conversation. So please join me and my husband as we have some fun, just asking each other questions.
For anyone who has not met him, his name is Daniel, but I call him Shrop. And Shrop and I have been married going on 15 years this April, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how long we've been together? I know we've been married for 15 years, but we've been together for
18
years. No. Yes, we've been together for 18 years, so almost 20.
How you gonna tell me?
I know, you're the number guy. I'm sorry. When was the most challenging time in our relationship?
The most challenging time?
Yes, we'll just start right on into it. What's been the most challenging?
Probably when we were trying to have Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
When you kept having miscarriages and stuff.
Well,
so that was
and you know
the
what?
most challenging time.
That's, yeah. Could you imagine having another child now?
No.
Mm-mm. What if I told you I was pregnant? Sharp and I went through a couple of years of trying to have another child, and it was just really, really rough, and it was a true test of our marriage, and we've been very open, and I've talked about that a lot. So I do think that was the most challenging thing we've been through.
If you could take me anywhere in the world right now, where would it be and why?
Where would it be? I would take you to, I would take you to Dallas, Texas.
Why?
For a Cowboys game. I'd let you just have a whole slumber party in the stadium if I could. My husband is the #1 Dallas Cowboys fan. So if I could get him, I trust and believe that one day I'll be able to afford him a suite where he can just sit in the stadium and have drinks unlimited and just enjoy the game. But if I could take him anywhere in the world, it would be so he could camp out inside the stadium. Do you think I have ever lied to you? And if so, when?
No, I don't think so. Have you?
Huh? Have I what?
Lied.
On the floor?
Yeah. How can I love you better?
How can you love me better?
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course you know what I'm gonna say.
What?
I would ask my husband to talk more, use his words. I always make the joke when we first got married, when we first met on our first date. We went to this restaurant in downtown Chattanooga and literally stayed in that restaurant for hours, and we talked nonstop. And from that conversation alone, I was like, oh, he's fun, and his laugh. I love to make my husband laugh because his laugh can fill up a room. What I did not know at the time was he was using up all his words, and he had no more words. So I guess I would just ask for you to talk more, talk to me more. That's the only thing. Is there a way I can love you better? If you say shut up, I swear. What is your love language?
What is my love language?
Mm-hmm.
What, from you to me or me to you?
How from me to you, what do you think your love language is?
Making sure that I get a good home cooked meal. When after I've been out, working all day or whatever. Making sure the house is taken care of.
That's true. That's very true. Okay. I do try to make sure you eat. That was kind of the rule to marrying a country man. I had to put down the hamburger helper in the microwave and actually get in the kitchen. Ooh, this is a good one, y'all. Who would you say started our biggest fight? And explain. Careful.
You probably did.
I did not start a fight. How did I start a fight?
I don't know. I'm just saying. You probably did. If we had a big fight, you probably started it.
We've never had a fight. Let me tell you what. Now, notice what I said. I did not say that we've not been mad at each other. But we've never had a fight. And the reason we've never had a fight, it's his fault. I like to argue. I have a point and I'd like to make it. He won't fight, and that makes me so mad. What do you normally say when I'm fighting?
Nothing.
Right. What specific thing of me do you never want to change?
Your outlook.
And?
Your personality.
And?
Why you sitting there doing that? And what?
The correct answer would be, I would not want to change anything about you. That's
the correct answer. From 1 to 10, how would you rate our level of communication?
A -2. Tell me about a time in our relationship when you were most proud of me and why.
The most proud? Probably when you did your one-woman show.
Oh, you was like, that's my wife?
Yeah, because you was... And I hope you be able to get back to it.
I want to so bad. But you were proud of me, babe?
Yeah, because I know you was reaching out, trying to do one of the things that you're passionate and dream about. So.
Yes, and then COVID hit and I stopped. So. Yeah, well, thank you, babe. I appreciate that.
If I gave you 30 seconds to say whatever you wanted to me without consequences, what would you say? Now, mind you, the first thing in that said if.
Which part of raising me would you thank my parents the most for? I want to answer that. So I'm most proud of the fact that they raised a hardworking, sensitive man for me to love. That's all you got to say? What about
Sure, you're right.
And on that note, the conversation is over.
Bye.
That poor man. I think he still wonders every day, what in the world did I say I do too? But that's my boo. I love Mr. Sharp, and I hope you enjoyed our conversation. Now let's see. We've got the flowers. We've had conversation, but I don't know about you. No evening is right without something sweet. And I know just the person to help us out. So without further ado, let me introduce to you my cousin, Carita, and her sweet daughter, Willow.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our kitchen.
Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen.
So today we are doing a fun project for Valentine's Day. What are we making today?
Cake pops.
Cake pops. So let's go over the ingredients. So first you'll need some chocolate. You'll also need some cream cheese frosting, sprinkles of your choice. These are sort of Valentine's themed. Do you like these?
Yeah.
I like them too.
Yeah.
You're also going to need food coloring. Today we're just using red. You also need a box cake mix.
Yep. And we need
Some eggs.
some eggs.
And oil. We've got the lollipop sticks And we even got a cute little stand that we got from Amazon. And lastly, we need a little bit of oil to go with the cake box mix. So let's get started.
Okay, let's get started.
Y'all, this is Willow's show, okay? Just wanted to check in. As you're using the recipe, be sure to use less oil than what's listed on the back of the box. I believe it's maybe a half a cup or even more. I only used 3 tablespoons, and this really kept the cake moist and didn't dry it out, because the consistency that you want for the cake pops are more of a mushy, doughy-like substance and not super dry. So make sure to use less oil. Now that the cake mix is complete, we're just going to spray this pan a little bit. What?
And there's green and there's gonna be the cake pops.
Okay. So you're going to bake until a toothpick is clean, and we covered it to hold in more moisture. Here I'm showing you how I melted my chocolate, and if you don't have a melt feature on your microwave, just microwave at 50%, and that should help with the smoothing process. Make sure that when you're adding the cream cheese to the baked cake that you add enough to make it a Play-Doh consistency that you see here. This ensures that the cake pop is super moist and not dry. Gonna dip it and insert it.
And there's the cake pop.
That looked delicious. Thank you so much, Cousin Carita and sweet Miss Willow. Y'all, I'm just so happy and honored that I have someone like that in my family. Now, you are my family, don't get me wrong, but that really is my cousin. And she is up and coming. She's a foodie blogger in Atlanta, Georgia. And let me just tell you, all of her social medias are below. Make sure that you follow and subscribe to her, because when I tell you Carita can throw down, Carita can throw down in the kitchen. Thanks so much. Now, we've talked, we've had something to eat, but the night would not be complete without a little bit of entertainment. Now, let me prepare you, or warn you, I should say. I've tried very hard to shield you from this woman, but she's determined to say something, and I cannot stop her. So, without further ado, here is Miss Poinsettia.
Well, hello. Listen, you don't have to change or adjust your screen. What you see is what you get. Yes, let me just go ahead and answer your question now. Yes, I am truly this good looking. My name is Sister Poinsettia, and I am just so happy that Brandon finally let me out. Honey, she ain't let me out since the COVID hit, and I'm just so happy to be here. She told me that you all were some nice and wonderful people, and that I could just be myself. So, family, I want to tell you my testimony for Valentine's Day. Now, we family now, so I don't want no judgment. But I had killed 2 husbands, my first and my second husband. Yet no judgment. And, you know, I was through. I wasn't going to date no more. I wasn't doing nothing. I was just going on with the Lord. And I was going to bingo. I would play bingo. That's all I would do. That's all I would do. Just go to church and go to bingo. Well, one night I was sitting in there playing bingo. And this gentleman came in. And he came in and he sat down next to me. He was a nice-looking fella, and he smelled good, too. He was like a scratch and sniff, smelled just like Old Spice. And he said,
hello. And when he said that, I said, bingo. Oh, yes, I want to talk to you. So, honey, we went out. We did. We had ourselves a good time. And then, you know, we went out a couple of times. Everything went well. But then, by around about that third or fourth date, he fooled around and said something crazy to me. He said, Sister Poinsettia, the Lord told me to tell you. Stop right there. Let me tell y'all something. Quit letting folk be the telephone between you and the Lord. Him? If the Lord wants you to know something, I promise he will tell you. I don't know why we be listening to folk. The Lord told me to tell you. Well, if he could tell you, why can't he tell me? Okay, but anyway, that's not the point. He said, the Lord told me to tell you, you was going to be my wife. Well, Lord, I wasn't trying to get married again, but all right. Honey, that's fine by me. But then he hauled off and said, and you are going to be my Sarah. My Sarah. And I'm going to be your Abraham. Now, y'all know I'm right there with Brandon. I'm a Sunday school dropout. So at first I was confused. What you mean I'm going to be Sarah? You think I'm going to get pregnant? Honey, let me tell you something. These eggs have flown the coop, honey. Ain't no babies coming up out of me. That ain't going to happen. And what I look like going in there at my age, buying Infamil and Insure. They don't, diapers and Depends. Sir. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I had to kick him to the curb. So once again, here I am on Valentine's Day by myself. But listen, I don't want you to feel sorry for me. Because I don't want you to feel sorry for you either if you out there and you would get no Valentine and all that. Honey, let me tell you something. I got to get out of here. But I want to tell you some very quick things about Valentine's Day, okay? Number one, quit dating people that only show you that they love you one day out of the year, Valentine's Day. What about the other 364 days? What about them? You got to love me 365 days out the year. And I expect for you to expect the same thing. Quit getting all sad and depressed because you ain't got no Valentine. You can do bad all by yourself, honey. If they can't treat you right 365, don't you worry about this one day. I promise it will pass. Number two, if you are just determined that you got to do something on Valentine's Day and you by yourself, let me tell you what you do. I want you to do just like I did. Put on your best garment. Dress up. Put on some lipstick. Do your hair. Do whatever it is to make you feel good. You understand what I'm saying to you? And you get yourself dressed up and then you go and you stand in front of that mirror and you go, well, dog, I look good. That's what you tell yourself. Don't you wait on somebody else to tell you, because if you don't like you, ain't nobody else gonna be able to stand you. Ooh, I can't stand a sour person. You know what I'm talking about? They look sour, they smell sour, they just sour. They ain't never happy. They just always got something sour to say. Fool around and say something to them like, hey, how are you? Well, I'm just barely making it. I ain't got time for that, honey. I got more years behind me than I do in front of me, and I'm going to spend them having a good time. So today, I want you to look at yourself and go, I look good. But above all, if you don't remember nothing else, this is what I need you to know. Everybody gets so excited about Valentine's Day. That ain't the day you need to worry about. Nope, that ain't the day. The best day for Valentine's Day is the day after. Because all the candy is 50% off. Won't it do it? Won't it do it? Honey, I go in there and I load up. So listen, I want you to have yourself a good Valentine's Day, and don't you worry about nothing. Don't you worry if somebody didn't bring you no flowers, because guess what? Flowers die. I'd rather you treat me right than give me something, okay? And please, above all, don't you go out there and get me one of them cheap, hard-behind teddy bears. They hurts my back. I can't even put them up. They hurt. They a weapon. I don't need all that. I just need you to love me and treat me right. Won't it do it? Woo, won't it do it? Okay, y'all, I got to let you go. I got myself a coupon for Captain D's. You know you get a senior discount today. Ha! Won't it do it? Won't it do it? Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Maybe Brandon will let me out again sometime soon. We'll talk to her about it. Bye, y'all.
I tried to warn you. That's all I can say. Listen, I hope you enjoyed Miss Poinsettia and that she didn't scare you too much. She's one of my many alter egos, and I pull them out from time to time just so I can make sure I can still do them and to make sure they're still doing okay. Listen, we've laughed, we've had dessert, we've talked, but I cannot let this night end without telling you exactly how I feel. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you for everything, for your constant support, for always being here with me for our Sunday gatherings, for sharing and commenting on my videos and sending me emails. You do not know. There are times I can be kind of down or having a rough day, and it's like you just know, and you send me an email or you message me. It's what you say is so on point and perfect, and I just thank you for that. And if nobody else says this to you today, I love you. I know that sounds crazy because most of you I have not met in person, but I love you. I love you because someone else loved me enough to show me their grace and their mercy. So how dare I not show the same love that they showed to me to you? Don't let another day pass without making sure the people around you that mean the most to you know how much you love them. So I love you. Hear me? And above all, if you don't remember anything else I say, when you let that love that's in you shine, you know what's happening. You're getting your shine on. And that's what I want you to do. Always, every day, get your shine on. I hope you've enjoyed our time together tonight. Happy Valentine's Day. And I will see you for our next Sunday.